Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today we're talking about Thor Ragnarok, a movie released back in 2017, starring Chris Hemsworth. And in Thor Ragnarok, Thor is trapped on a planet while his sister Hela is trying to destroy Asgard, and has to figure out how to get himself off that planet to save Asgard. Okay, so to get things started, what I like about this movie is, first of all, the performances. I think almost everybody is really good in the movie. And honestly, the one bad actor in the movie, well, in this case, actress, I don't blame her too much for it. Obviously, Chris Hemsworth is like the perfect casting for Thor. You've also got some newcomers like Jeff Goldblum, who's being Jeff Goldblum. Cate Blanchett is really good. I don't care much for her character, but she's really good in that role. Really, the only actress or actor I did not like was Valkyrie. Tessa Thompson, she wasn't given much to do with Valkyrie because Valkyrie is just this poorly written character. It does feel like she's trying to overcome that issue a little bit, but ultimately, because of how badly written that character is, I don't think anyone could have done a good job. It's not a jab at Tessa Thompson, it's just her character was badly written. And the story lends itself to some good dramatic aspects to it. Thor's homeworld is getting destroyed, and he has to try and figure out how the heck to get there in order to, prevent the destruction of his homeworld. So there's some good ideas there. In terms of execution, I'll get to that later. And there are some overall fun aspects about this movie, because it is a fun watch. And really that fun nature saves this movie, because ultimately there are quite a number of issues in this film. First and foremost, it's totally uneven because Taika Waititi, the director of the movie, decided to make a comedy. A silly, goofy comedy like the movies he was making in his home country of New Zealand. That doesn't really fit the story of Thor or the nature of Ragnarok. Hela, while I like Cate Blanchett as Hela, is not a really good villain. Yes, she lays waste to a lot of people. However, you don't really know anything about her. You don't know anything about her except the fact that she's good at killing people. That's it. And she has this typical sour, I'm the eldest child motive. Okay, grow up. So while I like the story, I don't like the execution of it. I think the villain is by far one of the weakest the MCU has. As I stated before, this is a fun movie. It's not as good as the first Thor. It's more on par with the Dark World, in my opinion. It's got a lot of the flaws that you see in MCU movies today. However, I do think it's worth watching. Very similar to the Dark World at your own pace. I'm gonna give Thor Ragnarok a 7. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please also subscribe if you're new to this channel. And as always, please remember, the Badetsky will.